What's going on, everybody? Today we have a recording buddy, but today is also the first tactic here on the channel for FM24. And the first tactic I'm going to be bringing to you guys is my 4-3-3 Mando. I have created it once again this year for FM24, tested it with Real Madrid, but we also tested with Plymouth Argyle, and they're supposed to finish in 20th. And they did much better than finishing in 20th, which we will see in a few moments. Now, before we get into things, for those of you who do not have FM24 yet, you can save 22% off by pre-ordering at Fanatical using Gourmet FM24, all caps, at checkout. Use that code at checkout, gets you 22% off. There will be links down in the description to Fanatical for you guys to pre-order the game, so you get to play the game right now, right this very second. If you buy it and install it, you get the early access for, I believe, 2 weeks, all the way up until November 6th when the game fully releases. So if you are having that FOMO right now and want to get the game, there are links down below in the description to save you money. Also, with today's tactic, if you guys wish to give it a go, I have my Discord link down below in the description. That is where you guys are going to be able to download this tactic from, along with all other tactics that are on my channel this year for FM24, so keep that in mind. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So like I said, one of the teams we tested with was Plymouth Argyle. They're supposed to finish in 20th in the Sky Bet Championship. They're just a recently promoted side. Now, like I said, supposed to finish 20th. Well, in this test, they finished in 6th and made the playoffs. They unfortunately got eliminated in the playoffs, but a side that's supposed to finish in 20th making the playoffs, and trust me, I tested more than just this one time. I've tested probably double digits, and I would say 80 to 90% of the time, Plymouth Argyle are making the playoffs. This tactic is absolutely fantastic for underdogs as well as the big dogs. And speaking of the big dogs, we did test with Real Madrid. How did they do though competition-wise? Well, like I said, tested multiple different times. They have won the Champions League before. They've won every single competition before. However, in this test, they ended up winning the league on 102 points with 117 goal differential. Got knocked out in the round of 16 of the Champions League to Feyenoord, who are absolutely cracked in this game, by the way. Spanish Cup, they ended up being runners-up to Barcelona, who are also absolutely cracked in this game, and they won the Spanish Super Cup. Now, what is awesome about this tactic is that it allowed Real Madrid to score 146 goals within the league, while also retaining 60% average possession. And they also only conceded 29 goals. And even though in this test they only had 17 clean sheets, finishing second in the league for most clean sheets, there was a test that they ended up having 21 clean sheets, which is absolutely amazing. Now, what is awesome about this tactic is that everyone contributes goal-wise. Everyone contributes assist-wise, no matter their age. Because at Real Madrid, we know that they've lost the likes of Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema in recent years, so they have a new front three, and they have a 34-year-old on loan named Joselu. Don't know how to pronounce his name. All I know is that he's a 34-year-old Spaniard. And he does have some pretty solid attributes as well, but he ended up scoring 34 goals and 48 total appearances, while also having 14 assists. Now, also looking at some more contributors, Vinny Jr. ended up having 31 goals and 25 assists, Rodrigo with 30 goals and 19 assists, Eduardo Camavinga 19 and 15, Jude Bellingham with 17 and 7, Luka Modric with 16 and 13, and if we go to assist-wise, we've got Mr. Toni Kroos having 11 assists, and Federico Valverde having 14. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the tactic on the FM side of things, I want to look at the tactical board side of things. So here we are with one of my favorite tools, tactic board online. Now, as I said, this is a 4-3-3. How does this 4-3-3 line up in attack, though? Because obviously, this is how it looks defensively. Obviously, Valverde will probably slot down here. Rodrigo will slot down as well. Vinny Jr. will track back a little bit. He's not really a defensive player. He's basically a trequartista the majority of the time. He acts like it, at least. But how does it shape up an attack? Well, Mr. Mendy is going to be a wingback for us, so Mendy will be up here. Rodrigo and Valverde are both inside forwards, so they're going to be cutting in, kind of acting like strikers in a way, along with Vinny Jr., who is an advanced forward. Like I said, Mendy, the wingback, will be up here. Now, Mr. Alaba is going to slot over this way. Rudiger is going to go here. They're both ball-playing defenders. And Mr. Nacho Fernandez is an inverted fullback, that new tactical role that has been implemented for FM24. So they're going to keep that back three. Obviously, he'll be kind of more in right there. But Mr. Jude Bellingham is going to be a box-to-box midfielder. He's going to be up here as well. Luka Modric, an advanced playmaker on attack, and Mr. Eduardo Camavinga is our ball-winning midfielder on support. These three are absolutely incredible, by the way, together. And then obviously when we are in the attacking final third, this is kind of how we would be set up. Plenty of attacking options, and you can see why they scored 146 goals just alone in LaLiga. Now here we're on the FM side of things. The tactical file is going to be Gourmet's 433 Mando, so that is what you'll be looking for in the download section of my Discord if you wish to give this tactic a go. I've already gone over every single role except for the sweep keeper on defend, which I was trying it on support, but I kind of like the sweep keeper on defend more. And one thing you will notice is that I have Kepa Arrizabalaga in net. That's because Thibaut Courtois is out the entire season. Also, Eder Militao is also out the entire season, so we didn't have either one of them for this test. So now let's break down the rules. What are the instructions on them? Well, the advanced forward on attack has shoot more often. Both inside forwards on attack have crosses aimed at center and shoot more often. The box-to-box midfielder on support, which is the left central midfield position, has take more risks, crosses aimed at the far post, shoot more often, get further forward, move into channels, and tackle harder. The advanced playmaker on attack, which is the right central midfield position, has crosses aimed at the far post and tackle harder. The ball-winning midfielder on support in the defensive midfield position has take more risks added. The wingback on support has crosses aimed at center, shoot more often, and tackle harder. The inverted fullback on defend has crosses aimed at center when he is actually able to cross, and tackle harder. And both ball-playing defenders on defend also have tackle harder. While the sweep keeper on defend, all that he has is take fewer risks. Now, mentality-wise, this year what I have noticed from playing is that attacking mentality is very, very good. If you want to score goals, you definitely want to use that. Positive so far doesn't seem like it's going to do a whole heck of a lot for you. Very attacking, same thing as attacking, very good. But if you are a Plymouth Argyle and you really want to take it to the big dogs in the championship, or you are a Nottingham Forest, a Bournemouth, a Luton Town, even though they're terrible right now, you will probably want to go balanced to give yourself more of a fighting chance using this tactic right now in the beta. Because keep in mind, this is a beta, so this may change a little bit. There will be updated iterations of this tactic in the future as well, just like I did in FM23. But mentality-wise, I do suggest going attacking right now, especially for those of you managing bigger sides in Europe. So now, when we're in possession, fairly narrow attacking width, focus play down the left and down the right and play out from the defense, which really opens up play for those central midfielders, hence why they were scoring so many damn goals. Passing directness is shorter, higher tempo, whipped crosses in the final third. When in transition, we counter press, counter, and roll the ball out so that Kepa isn't making mistakes when distributing the ball. And once out of possession, we have a high press line of engagement, standard defensive line, much more often trigger press, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Now, one thing I will highlight right now with tactics is that pressing seems to work very, very well in the match engine. So if you are a side that wants to gegenpress, definitely do so. If you are a side that really wants to focus on possession, you still can definitely do it, and your side will look very, very good while doing it. But gegenpressing is really fun to do right now in FM24. But now that we have gone over all of this, let's see how it performs within the match engine. Two things I noticed during the match engine footage right there. One is that the match engine looks absolutely fantastic this year, and also the tactic looks absolutely amazing, like borderline perfect. It looks very, very good. Very fun to use. I will definitely be using it going forward in my saves. So if you guys did happen to enjoy today's video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button? If you want to give this tactic a go for yourself, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description, where you guys will be able to download the tactic from in the download section of my Discord. And if you have not pre-ordered FM24 yet, I also have links down below in the description for you guys to get 22% off your pre-order of FM24 through Fanatical using code GORMYFM24, all caps, at checkout. That will get you 22% off your pre-order, save you some cash on FM24. But like I said, if you guys happen to enjoy today's video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.